Yo, 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 what is going on, everybody? And welcome to the back. Welcome back to another brand new episode of the SVR podcast. First of all, how's everyone doing today? I hope y'all have a wonderful day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you happen to be. I always appreciate each one of you carving out a little time to join with us. Whether you're watching live on YouTube, listening while you work, on your way home, or just unwinding, really, honestly, like you just will do whatever you going outside. Thank you for the ongoing support that you guys have given me over the last 2 episodes. It generally means a lot, and I do hope life's been treating you all very well. If you're all new here, welcome. On the SVR podcast, we sit down with musicians, content creators, and talented people from all walks of life to hear their stories, explore their journeys, and have real conversations about creativity, music, life, and everything in between. Lastly, if you guys wouldn't mind, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you don't want to miss out more content on this channel. I do have some unfortunate news, everyone, and it's nothing really personal. It's more that my co-host, he has something to worry about with his family relatives. One of his family relative members are celebrating their birthday, so that's why he's not going to be joining with us today. So yeah, I hope you guys understand that, and do not worry. I'll be the only one handling the whole podcast because at the end of the day, this is my podcast. So yeah. Now, sorry for going on a tangent. Let's introduce today's guest. So today's guest is a young African American hip hop artist from Detroit, Michigan, whose music draws inspiration from one of the most respected lyricists of this generation, being Kendrick Lamar. He launched his YouTube channel about 2 years ago. Early on, a lot of his releases revolved around, as an example, diss tracks stemming from personal conflicts and disagreements he had with certain people at the time. He focuses more of I don't know if that's more of a if it sounds like it's more an arrogant thing, but it's more of like lyrical flex records that showcases his penmanship and confidence on the microphone. On top of that, like a lot of us when we first started making music, he had to work through the usual growing pains every artist faces. Learning to stay on beat consistently, improving his delivery, cadence, learning how to record and mix, and basically just developing his own distinct sound, as well as, experimenting. So it's not just like going to one genre only. There's multiple. Well, still imitating the rap style, of course, yeah. Especially with the new singles from the Eagle trilogy and his latest album he has dropped yesterday, YBGIR. He has made some progress and actually started taking the feedback into account. So it's awesome to see this progress. Awesome, very awesome. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome, Gang RIGBY! What's up?
Yo, what's up, guys? What's up?
What's up, homie? How you doing?
I'm doing real good. I'm doing pretty good today. I'm glad for you to have me.
Yes. Shout out to in the last 2 episodes who suggested. If you're watching, yes.
Lil Sauce, thank you, Lil Sauce, for getting me on here. Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to the homie, man. He also dropped his EP recently as well. I checked it out. It was pretty dope. And he's also featured on your album as well. So yay. Let's go. All right, so okay, Rigby, here's how today's interview is going to work. So obviously, like the usual podcast episodes, I'm just going to be asking you 10 questions, covering up your journey from the very beginning all the way to where you are today. There will be also some questions that will revolve around an opinion related to, you know, how it's like, diss tracks and discographies, etc., etc. So, with that being said, are you ready?
Yep.
Let's get this up the jump. So, first question I got here. So before most people decide to pursue artistry, there's typically a point where they fall in love with music for the first time ever. For some, it's the storytelling and the poems they have wrote when they were young, obviously. For others, it's the energy, the culture that they represent. And sometimes there's like this one song that they heard on top of their head and be like, all right, I want to be like this artist. I want to do something similar like this, but I don't want to copy. But growing up, Ribby, what first made you fall in love with hip hop? I'm sure it has something to do with hearing an artist or a record that really resonated with you, especially considering the fact you have mentioned in your bio Kendrick Lamar as one of your biggest inspirations.
Yeah, so growing up my family we did listen, well we still do. We listen to a lot of hip hop. It's always been like our type of genre besides like jazz for some of my older family members, but it's also it's mainly been like our main type of music that we like to listen to. So, you know, growing up, I used to listen. I still do. Growing up, I listened to a lot of Kendrick Lamar. I listened to a lot of Ye, Kanye West.
Mm,
He's one of my favorites too. I listened to some Drake too. But mainly like Kendrick was my main guy. He was like to me he was like the Michael Jackson of hip hop. If you know what I mean.
that is a big statement to to say that because there there's what's this been in comparison with the people saying hey, Drake is the Prince and Kendrick is the Michael Jackson of this generation, type shit. I mean, I don't know because like a comparison with Michael Jackson is like, if I don't know, it feels much, I but I do understand. I do understand. Like Kendrick Lamar is someone you have to grow with. You didn't have like a chance to listen to other like, well, you had like as you mentioned, Kanye West and Drake, but there's also multiple artists that there's also they have made an impact, a huge impact around old generation era. You know what I mean? Like Tupac, Nas, obviously Biggie, Eminem, Rakim,
Yeah.
Dr. Dre, all other like we talk about like all the old generation. But then again, like I said, I get it. I understand. I do understand. I do understand. I'm not like
Yeah.
gonna be judging you and be like, oh, he's glazing Kendrick Lamar. No, 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 no,
Yeah.
no, no. It's all right. It's all right. Uh, Kanye West. Is it more because like he's is a experimental rapper and more of like a like better as a producer, or is it just like how is it how it works here?
I mean, Kanye's up there for me. Oh, that was a terrible voice crack. Kanye's up there for me mainly because of like his discography. His discography is pretty good. Um, his beat production. He's a really good producer. He's like, I'd say he's top three of all time. Hip hop producers. He's really up there for me.
And for the Drake, I'm guessing mainly because of his melodic stuff, or is it he's rapping, or he's like prime era?
No, I like his rapping skill.
Ah, see, I see, I see. I mean, if you ever listened to his older stuff, you would be like, damn. So he was like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's understandable. Like I personally never grew up with Drake like that. Again, I'm more into like old generation like artists. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate trap music in particular. There's a couple of trap artists out there that they do pretty dope job. But all the like music to me speaks to me more because it has more substance and more personality to it.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Kendrick Lamar and Kanye West didn't have substance of their music. They have. They have. They have. You can't really like discredit them for what they have done to the culture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like when it comes to Kanye, I like his older stuff more because like it showcased how much effort and hard work he has put, both as a producer and as a rapper. He's not like a technical rapper type.
Yeah. I get it. I get it.
And Kendrick, yes, of course, he's definitely up there with other like from the old generation rappers and new generation rappers. Let's not forget about JID. Let's not forget about him. Let's give it credit what
Yeah,
credit.
he's pretty good.
Let's give it
Yeah.
credit what credit's due, man. GID. He's like the out of everyone in Dreamville, GID is one of the best.
Yeah.
I like GID. I like his like technical skill, and I love he's like balanced between uh lyrical and flex. So it's not like a flex where he's like, oh, we talk about bitches, let's shoot a guy. Oh, let's talk about cars. Oh, fuck that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, what's up, Traconis? Welcome to the stream. Well,
Yo, what's up, Draconis? What's up?
welcome. Yo, trap is my favorite genre. Hey, I love me some modern trap for sure. I do love me some modern trap. Yes, but yeah, it, it is what it is. Like my opinion, I like him like the older style of music.
Yeah,
It's
I get it. I get it.
all right. Let's go on to the second question, and this seems more of a follow up, I think. So there are so different. There are so many different ways an artist can express themselves through music. You can sing, produce, play an instrument, write poetry, or experiment with different genres. But you chose hip hop and rapping as your main form of expression. So, what was it about rapping specifically that made you feel like this was the best way for you to express yourself? Was it the freedom to play with, wordplay, words, using metaphors, double entendres, the storytelling, the competitiveness of the rap game itself, the ability to flex your lyricism, or or simply having a way to say things through music that you couldn't necessarily express anywhere else?
Well, can you say the question one more time?
All right. I will say it slowly. My bad. So, what was it about rapping specifically that made you feel like this was the best way for you to express yourself? Was it the freedom to play with words, the storytelling, the competitiveness, the ability to flex your lyricism, or simply having a way to say things through music that you couldn't necessarily express anywhere else?
Well, I feel like I chose hip hop because it's like I like perfecting my lyricism. I wanted to write as good as the artists that I listened to. Like I grew up listening to them and I said, I wonder how I would be if I did lyricism. And I'm not that good at singing. Like I'm a way better rapper than singer, and I feel like I can really like sometimes I feel like I can really test my mind or like test my mindset and put my mind to it to my lyricism that like bring stuff out of me that I didn't even know was in there, like perfecting my lyricism, like crazy wordplay that I didn't know I could do, you know? So, I like lyricism in general. Like I like perfecting my lyricism and I like,
I
you know.
respect that. I respect that. I agree because lyricism is definitely the most important thing to do when it comes to hip hop. If you're a fan of a huge fan of hip hop, you gotta remember all like there's also like variety of hip hop. Like obviously, yes, of course, singing. It's more of a melodic rap because like they just sing it, but they're not like over singing like R&B singers. You know, like these kind of singers was like
Yeah.
oh da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Like no. It's just like hey, it's just you're rapping but also singing at the same time melodically. So it's like you do whatever it takes. But yeah, lyricism in general is good as long as it's like you're able to express it in a more like from like your personal experience and also there's there's um there's this thing called double entendre wordplay punchlines and metaphors
Yeah.
other shit yeah it's complicated I know
Yeah.
but as long as it's like it makes sense and people can understand where you're coming from like a personal level of like personal struggles that you have gone through personally, hey, that's what matters. But not a lot of
Yeah.
people, but not a lot of people can resonate because they didn't really grow up in music like that. So yeah,
Yeah.
but I have grown up in music that it has personality and substance. Like I told you, like in the beginning of like this podcast, like Eminem, Nas, Tupac, Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah.
Yeah, these kind of dudes. Stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, that's fair. I respect that. I definitely respect that. It's a valid answer, to be honest. Honestly, yeah. But then it takes time with the singing, though, because you gotta like stay on key and make sure it doesn't sound off. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah.
But let's go on to the third question. So, every artist goes through that period of hunting for the perfect stage name. Sometimes the first idea sticks, but other times you end up with a list of names that later on made you laugh so hard because they didn't just match. They just didn't match who you were. So, before you locked in King Rigby, was there another name you were close to using that you're happy you left behind?
Um uh yeah, so this technically doesn't count as a different name, but it's like so I got this name. I used to have a channel back in 2024. It was a different one before this. It
Mm.
was called Pizza King Rigby, and this was back when like I was aspiring to be an artist. Like I didn't make music at all, and I got the name from Rigby from Regular Show. But I named my channel Pizza King Rigby, and when I moved to this new channel that I'm on now, I just ended up changing it to King Rigby. So I almost used Pizza King Rigby as my music name, but I dropped the pizza part because it's kind of goofy.
It might sound goofy because it will people will think that you're just a meme rapper. But
Yeah.
that's fair. I think like there like there's so many people with king on it. It's like it's a trend apparently. You know what I mean? So many
Yeah.
so many kings.
Yeah.
I don't blame them though. I don't really blame them.
Yeah.
If you got something to prove and you have a good music, hey, you can put that. No one's
Yeah,
controlling.
I think I'm the best. I think I'm the best dude with King in his name though, in the community I'm in.
Oh, oh, that might sound debatable.
Nah, nah, nah. Like as a rapper, you gotta believe in your ability to you have to believe in your ability to be better. You know, like some artists, you have to strive. Like you have to strive to be a better version of you. And right
Yeah.
now, I think I'm at my lyrical peak. I think I'm better than most people in the community that have King in their name.
Oh, damn. Some people might hate to hear that. I mean, if
Yeah,
I mean, I respect the spirit, okay, but as long as you're not being overconfident, like some people do say, because they would say like, "Oh, they're better than anyone," and I'm just here to be competitive and stuff like that.
yeah,
I get it. I get it. The best version. I agree because you gotta you like the only one you have to defeat it yourself. You know what I mean? Like the version that you're about to create. You have to defeat this version, one version of you in the mirror. You know what I mean? Like it's a saying like the only competition is against yourself. Type shit. Type shit.
yeah,
So just gotta keep going and keep working on it. Obviously, yes, of course, you started 2 years ago, so you still got a head to go, man. You
yeah,
still got a ways to go.
yeah,
So you have to keep improving, 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 time to time to time to time. For sure, for sure, for sure.
yeah.
Okay, all right. Moving forward to the fourth question. Now you have recently dropped your album, YBGIR, and I will
It's
definitely
pronounced Ibgir. Ibgir.
it. Oh, oh, okay. Because I just said it in initials.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Some people get it wrong. I get it.
Yeah, I just I still didn't know what it stand for to this day. Like even
Yeah. It's Rigby backwards. It's Rigby backwards.
oh okay. Oh, that's clever. That's
Yeah.
clever. Like putting in your name on it. Wow. Okay. Okay. I thought it was gonna be like, oh, this young boy got intense rhymes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely want to talk about that. So putting together a full project was obviously it was a solid experience, and I definitely did enjoy it, hearing the amount of hard work and effort you put into it. There were some great moments throughout this album, and there were some songs that had some flaws with it, but I definitely could hear the progression I made as an artist.
Yeah.
Definitely progress. A progress that showcases that you can do it. You believe in yourself that you can do it. Um.
Yeah.
So uh. What I want to know like your creative process of making this album. What was the overall vision you had going into your? Sorry, again.
So the whole thing, like my whole idea for the album was like it's like from the last track, like you can even get it from the last track, looking in the mirror. It's like me like looking into my reflection, and me becoming someone, me trying not to become someone that I'm not, throughout the album, reflecting on my mental state, you
Yeah.
know um because I was looking in the mirror, and I was like, I saw someone that wasn't me, and I was trying, throughout the album, I was trying not to be that person. That's why it's called Ibgir. It's like it's me, but it's not me. That's the person I'm trying not to be.
Yeah, you don't want to be like a version that you're trying to embarrass yourself, that type shit, type shit. Um, I seen like the progress. Like there were a lot of like personal songs that you were going like. One of the examples being "Wait for Me." You were definitely talking about like your mental stuff and how like you lost one of your like family member relatives, I think,
Yeah,
and and how much it really affected you. And
yeah,
you know, as difficult as life it gets, man, you gotta keep it moving forward. You know, you gotta keep it going, and you just
yeah,
gotta live it out. That's what the feature of the artist being Revy. Shout out to you, Revy. Said, just gotta live it out, man. Just gotta live it out.
yeah, yeah,
And yeah, and there was all like some songs too, like where like it was like going for more vibes. Like for example, what was it? Scoreboard. Yeah, it was more like going like bouncy and vibes and because like I don't know, the lyrics were mostly straightforward. It's just you guys were just like we'll vibe
and we
around.
was just having fun.
Yeah, basically that type of fun. Yeah, and I love the spirit of it, man. I
Yeah,
definitely do respect that. It was like it was definitely when I first listened to it. It's like I could see why it's so vibey. You put that shit on in the car. You have it and you go on a bumpy road, and you're just like the speakers are going bass boosted, and it's just like singing in the car. Yeah, those kind of tracks, and
yeah,
just vibing around.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a vibe, but another vibe I also liked. What was it? Child with the Wolves. It was like a
Yeah,
West Coast Bay
yeah, that
Area
one.
vibes.
Yeah, that one can get like stuck in people's heads.
Yeah, and even myself too. I was like a child with the wolves that surrounded me.
Yeah,
It was a vibe. It was a vibe. Like you also was talking shit too. You was like not just like, all right, let's make a cat. It's just a catchy hook and forget about the verse. No, 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 no. Listen to me here. Listen to me here.
yeah,
And freaking, uh, yeah, there were so many like there were like good songs and there were like ones that I just like has a replay value. And there were only four songs I didn't really like, honestly.
yeah,
Which is a shame because I when I first listened to it, I was like, oh, I expected a little more, a little more. Damn, damn. That's how I felt, disappointed in a way.
yeah.
But those were like more of like a weaker projects, like little projects. Songs. Oh my god, I'm stumbling. My bad. um, But yeah, it was a good progression, like on this album, and I cannot wait to hear for the next project, man. Which later on I'm going to be asking in the final question, later on. So
Yeah.
yeah, let's move forward to the fifth question. Now I know you said that 90% of the community. However, uh, let me like explain. So obviously, hip hop has always had underrated artists. There are elite lyricists with a unique style who never get the same shine as the biggest names ever. Other times they get overlooked because of, the bullshit trends, the algorithms, and perhaps a lack of marketing. Basically kind of like just they're not good at like promoting, their creativity, you know what I mean? Like their music. And
Yeah,
yeah, when you actually sit down with their music, like for the most part, you realize they're just as talented, if not better than some of the artists dominating the charts right now. So, who do you think is the most underrated rapper in the rap game? It could be anyone from the underground scene, TikTok, YouTube, BandLab, SoundCloud, and in your honest opinion, tell me why.
um so I think some of the most underrated artists that I know personally, um I would say my friend Bixby. He's really good with his lyricism.
Mm-hmm.
Um Like as of right now, I think his lyricism, he's real underrated. I think give him a couple months, he's definitely gonna be up there. And Revy is pretty underrated too. Like I wish more people knew about him.
I mean, of course, I do know it because I have known his music like since doing pandemic era. So I always liked the way how he approaches the music. So yeah, I love. Uh,
Yeah,
is that really it? Like,
I mean, Lil Sauce is pretty underrated too. You know,
yeah,
I think he
he's.
should promote his stuff. I think he should promote his stuff a little bit more. Um,
Oh yeah,
Draconis is underrated too. I like his lyricism, but the thing about Draconis is his lyrics are actually really good, but he told me himself like his accent brings him down in terms of like quality.
I can see what he's saying because I've listened to it for like I actually have listened to it time to time, and I do see it because his accent is like it makes it hard to understand. He's like phrases of all these lyrics because obviously English is not his first language, so it takes time. Like it's hard to get rid of like an accent that you were born with. You know what I mean? Uh,
Yeah,
um, for me, I also it's like I was also kind of in the same boat with pretty much everyone. I was like struggling time with try to get my accent right and trying to pronounce certain words in the English vocabulary right. So I feel
yeah,
that man, and but I'm sure he will get the hang of it. He will get the hang of it, and I mean, like I said, it's like I'm not. It's not really like a judgmental thing. I think it's just like, hey, it's an accent thing. Happens. You can't really do anything about it. It's hard to get
yeah,
rid of the accent. So yeah, Draconis, if you're watching this, you're doing a pretty solid job as a music artist. Just keep working and keep going, man. Don't
yeah,
don't
yeah.
be
Keep going.
don't beat yourself up, bro. You got this. All right.
Yeah,
There we go. Yeah. But so many underrated artists. Even here on TikTok, there's also so many underrated artists as well. So and Balak as well. Like if you
yeah,
notice, like from Balak, it's taking over. SoundCloud is dead. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So yeah, Balak is now like the new SoundCloud of this era. I know it sounds like a big statement that I'm saying, but that's just how I feel. But yeah, let's move forward to sixth question. So when you're constantly focused on music, writing, recording, improving and your craft and everything that comes with being an artist, it's really important to have something outside of music that lets you, step away and just enjoy yourself. Chilling, gaming. Like sometimes you just like uh running around the street, you like exercising stuff like that. Sometimes those kind of hobbies that you will do on your daily life can give you inspiration without even you realizing it. So outside of making music, I know it sounds pretty random, but what's your favorite hobby or activity that you'd like to spend your free time doing?
Um, well, I like to draw a lot. Like, aside from being a music artist, I like to joke around about this a lot. I'm an artist in two different ways. Like, I like drawing, I like sketching. Sometimes I paint too, and when I paint, like when I draw, I like to come up with ideas of album covers for like maybe a new project or something like that. And that'll inspire me to like, maybe like this drawing fits the vibe of like what my next project could like maybe be like. So this could be like a good album cover or a good cover for a single like that, and that inspires me to make like music too.
That is dope. You know,
Yeah,
the music is like sketch in a way. You wanted to draw. You want to draw. You want to make sure that drawing that you were doing is perfect. You and it takes time. Like it's like. And I'm not a good drawer. But the difference is I'm good at music, but I'm not good at drawing. I'm not good at drawing, like, because a lot of times when I draw is just more of a simplistic thing. It's too simple to draw. When
Yeah.
teachers provide me to like, oh, hey, draw this particular character from anime or whatever, it's just like, no, I cannot do that. Sorry, I cannot do that. I cannot do
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
It's too complicated for me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
yeah.
That's dope. Yeah, that's dope. It's actually clever. Because like when you see
Yeah.
something like in the imagery and you want to paint a picture or something, you want to come up with something like a clever idea, or you want to come up with like a song or like a cover art, it's pretty clever. Yeah. Hell yeah. Love that.
Yeah.
Love that approach. Hell yeah. Seventh question. When you build a catalog of music, there's usually one song that stands above the rest. It's the record you recommend to someone who's never heard your music before because it captures everything you're trying to accomplish as an artist within your sound, your lyricism, your personality. First impressions really matters. So yeah. What song would you likely like choose as the perfect introduction to who you are as an artist, and why?
Um I say like the song I recommend as a first impression, that's actually kind of a hard decision. Um I say as a representation of me right now, um like in terms of my lyricism at this moment, I would say the Dizzy interlude on the new album,
Mm.
that captures what I'm trying to achieve in terms of my lyricism right now, and
Oh.
my wordplay, my lyrics.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. I
Yeah.
mean, that's pretty.
And it's either that or I will pick the title track.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that too. That's a good one. Like it will showcase like your variety, like skills they showcasing in music. So that's
Yeah.
that's actually good. I was thinking like more of like Child with the Wolves, but that's just like I don't know. It's like in my head, I'm thinking, oh, this guy's more of a club artist. No, 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 no. No.
Yeah.
So I thought I was thinking about the Child with the Wolves, but no. Then it comes with the lyricism because the lyricism, like I said, it's important. Yeah. So why do you? Yeah. Cannot cannot pronounce this initial name in backwards. God damn it, man. Ah, I hate myself.
Yeah, that's why I'm inspired by people like Kendrick, cuz he really pushed my creative limits. He as an artist, he reminded me how important it is to represent a culture that like people are trying to change and like repackage or like profit from their own gain and stuff. Cuz whether you like it or not, hip hop is black culture, you know?
Yeah,
I
like
just really love the music. Like especially today with like AI and how people like try to create like so many people like trying to tell artists what they can and can't rap about. Like I think like for real in like my mindset, I think it's important to stay authentic and like represent where you come from.
where you come from, yeah, culture wise, and like you
Yeah.
also got you guys from like the older generation, like they represented the culture how it was at, like Kendrick Lamar had I think he has spoke about this like in interviews, like he loved
Yeah.
every single artist from that generation,
Yeah.
which yeah, huge props, man, huge props,
Yeah.
gotta love it, yeah, yeah. Um, Eighth question. Um, this one is a pretty interesting one to ask. I say interesting because I had this on my mind like for a while. Um, there's always been a debate in hip hop about the balance between mainstream success and staying true to the underground scene. Going platinum can mean like reaching millions of people, getting major opportunities, performing on huge stages, and potentially changing your life financially, either from better or from worse, depending on the situation. But also, staying underground can give an artist more creative freedom. Like you're creating your music yourself. No one in your room is like poking and telling you, hey, what to do and what to do and stuff like that.
Yeah,
There's also like less pressure from labels and the
yeah,
expectations
that
within
especially.
with the
Yeah,
mainstreams, yeah, as well. So yeah, and also able to for independent artists to build a dedicated fan base on their own terms. So let me throw this one at you. Would you rather go platinum and become a mainstream artist, or stay underground forever but have complete creative control? And most importantly, why would you choose that path?
I would definitely rather stay underground as an artist. Hold on a second. Hold on. I'll be right back.
All right, all right,
Just give me a couple seconds.
all right. No problem, no problem. We'll wait. We'll wait until then. Ladies and gentlemen, uh, let's get a little bit of time here. So yeah, my bad. But yeah, yeah.
All right, my bad. So I would definitely rather stay underground as an artist because I want to keep my creative control. Like I don't want to have that many people. Like I don't want to have people telling me it's probably not a good idea to release this, or you probably shouldn't release that.
Yeah,
Like I feel like I already have a perfect setup to record as it is, and I have perfect creative control. I have like people around me, like already that like, for example, Revy, like he gives me like I got good ideas from him. Like he gives me good tips on how to perfect my music and perfect my lyricism and whatnot.
hell yeah.
And I feel like if I went platinum and I went above the underground, I feel like I probably wouldn't last that long. And I feel
Yeah.
like I would do better. I feel like I would do better underground.
No, but you like even then, even if you go into like a major success, obviously you will not go alone, right? So it's like you're not like, all right, you just go it by yourself and succeed all by your own.
Yeah,
There's also people in the underground that got a lot of help with that also deserve that recognition as well.
yeah,
But then
yeah,
again, you rather want to stay independent, so that's valid. That's valid.
yeah,
The perfect decision, honestly, because we as an underground artist, we have so much freedom and to do whatever we want with music, and as long as we able to pull this off, hard work and effort. I know life can be an over distraction a lot of times because there's a lot of things that we got worried about with family and stuff, and also
yeah,
kicking in rough edges every now and then. But like that's life. That's just life.
yeah,
You gotta deal with it. So do what you best you can to be consistent.
yeah.
For sure, for sure, for sure. Hell yeah, man. Okay. All right. So this next question, this might sound like I don't know because I I never thought I wanted to ask this one because it comes across as like I don't think it might come across as arrogant because this question is more like an opinion thing and it's hopefully people can understand where we come from. But back in the day, right? Uh, diss tracks were a major part of hip hop culture, of course. Like everyone, started dissing at each other. Starting to revolve on personal stuff. Sometimes there weren't personal stuff. There was more like just, competing against each other, to see who was better with the penmanship and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Who had like a better like punchlines and delivery? Who can like out rap the person? Yeah. I know, like I said, it
yeah,
sounds might sound arrogant, but that's what was represented. But
yeah,
yeah, a lot of the greatest moments in the culture came from those battles, and they pushed artists to make some of the best music, which it was not an easy task to do. Usually, when you're dissing someone, and after it just ended, you're no longer talk to the person anymore because of personal things and like something that you did not like. Uh, he or she was doing basically.
yeah.
Now it feels like today, when referring to today, today's standards of diss tracks aren't as common anymore. And when they do happen, the conversation usually drifts away from the music and more into, social media drama, personal controversy, and doxing and bunch of other bullshit. You know what I mean? Uh,
Yeah.
uh, uh Answer this question because I know you might understand this more perfectly. You might come up with a different perspective of this, and maybe you might not be like glazing. I hate that word so much. Glazing. I know. But do you think diss tracks are becoming a lost art in hip hop today's standards? Do you think artists today are less willing to compete lyrically than they were in previous generations, or do you believe diss tracks still have an important place in the culture when they're done with for the right reasons?
Well, I feel like diss tracks and honestly, I feel like this is only like in the mainstream. I feel like this doesn't really count in the underground. But I feel like diss tracks are kind of important for rap culture
Yeah.
because if we didn't have them, we like some people wouldn't really be able to challenge themselves lyrically and you know have the ability to say, "Oh, I didn't think I had that in me at all. I didn't think I could really diss that well."
Hmm.
I think diss tracks are pretty important.
But then also you got to think about it too, like referring to like today's standards, like they become a lot of worse if you think about it, because there's not a lot of happening. Obviously, the behind the scenes people have caused some conflicts, and like I said,
Yeah,
doxing, and uh, people come into their houses and start to make a killing spree, and freaking
yeah,
yeah, like that's what kind of mean by those types of diss tracks, like that were that very personal, and that they had
yeah.
this.
Those types of diss tracks, I feel like we could do without. Honestly,
Yeah, like that's what I was referring to.
I feel like yeah, I feel like diss tracks were like, oh, like I'm trying to be competitive or like I'm trying to test my lyricism and like I feel like those type of diss tracks, those are good. But if you like making a diss track where like you like personally like getting real personal, like personally attacking the person that you're trying to diss and you like doxing them and stuff, that's not, we don't need that. We
That's
could
not
do without
professional.
that. That's like,
Yeah, that's not
yeah.
professional. Like like as I said like before, with like I think what was it the last like 2 episodes? What was it with Little Sauce? He was asking me about like what I think about battle rap in general, and I pretty much answered and summarized that today now I think it was like it got soft and it wasn't and isn't like how it used to be. Where is like all like the
Yeah.
passion? Like we didn't have nobody's having fun anymore. Everybody's taking this way too seriously, and it involves so much violence and be like why cannot everyone make music? that they
Yeah.
can just like, you know, why can't we just like embrace together? Why can't we just
Yeah, don't take it too seriously because at the end of the day it's just music, you know?
just music? Like, don't take it to that level of like, oh, all right, I'm gonna dox
Yeah.
you because I hate your guts. Where you was talking in the music terms. Like, no,
Yeah.
like, dude, no, no, no. Like, there's opinions. Obviously, you could make an opinions about the battle rap and diss tracks. So you could say like, hey, they become boring. Which you can agree. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can agree. Become boring now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it doesn't have any meaning to it anymore.
Yeah.
And and it's something that not a lot of people, not a lot of people do anymore. You know, like rather make music that you feel like it's like embracing. You know, like just make music that's like let's just collaborate, like those kind of like music, like like give criticism,
Yeah.
give criticism to the people,
Yeah.
give feedback, see what they can work it out. Like just do whatever it takes to make sure you don't want to go on that level. You know, of
Yeah.
being arrogant, overconfident. Like, damn, damn, I went on a tangent on this one. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do apologize, but
No, it's good. It's
that
good.
pretty much like summarized my explanation from the like last two episodes. For people that want to know, I was asked by Little Sauce about this. Go ahead, check it out, and you will understand my perspective of it. But
Yeah.
but yeah, definitely yes. Diss tracks is important as long as it's not like the level of diss track you want to kill someone. No.
Yeah.
Anyways, last question before we decide to wrap it up. Oh, Fortnite Kid. What's good SVR? Let me get in one. Maybe one day. One day, man. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Just be patient. I'm working on it. Last question before we're gonna wrap it up. So obviously a lot of young artists are probably watching this right now who are in an exact same position you were when you first started making music. Obviously, they're writing the first ever song. They're trying to figure out, study how to record their sound, and maybe I don't know, like maybe they're hesitant to put their music out because they're worried about how people are going to react. Like how would because maybe they're worried like they don't want their music to get trashed on and then be like it's gonna sound too harsh for them to like like whatever. I mean, obviously, you have already gone through those early struggles yourself. Like like I said, from learning how to stay on beat and improve your vocal delivery to then later on, like few like months later, you have taken those criticisms and you use that as a way to try to develop and work it out. Um,
Yeah.
so what advice would you give to other young artists who are just starting out?
Um, I would say, I'm gonna try not to sound like generic, but if you really, really want to pursue music, don't don't let anyone tell you what you can and can't do. Keep your head up. Like if you want to make a certain genre or type of music, do that, and practice your lyricism every day. Like really think, like what in this area, what could I improve? What could I improve in this area? Like maybe my lyricism or my beat selection, like maybe I could have better beats or whatnot. But if you really want to make it to your like peak as an artist, do not give up. Like I know a lot of people say this, but don't give up at all. Always challenge yourself. Like wake up in the morning, like maybe write a couple bars in a song. or if you lacking in song ideas, like maybe right in the perspective of someone else that isn't you, like maybe tell a story, like maybe something happened, or like um one of your family members passed or something like that.
Yeah, something like it's
But
more
always keep
authentic.
always
Yeah,
keep your head up. Yeah.
100%, 100%. Yeah, and be authentic as well. That's another important thing. Just be
Yeah.
authentic.
Authenticity. Yeah.
Authenticity is the key, man. Also, that's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Really, men. Welcome, Cami Cito. Welcome to the stream.
Yo, what's up?
Welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm in as well. Uh, we're just like gonna be ending the podcast or try wrapping things up. For full after this stream, go ahead and check it out. The full episode. It'll mean a lot. So
Yeah,
yeah.
and check out the album too. It's on my channel.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you did check it out. Yeah, but but yeah, definitely check it out. The album. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, that was something. Ribby, if you have anything to say towards the outro, would you be able to do so?
Um, all I gotta say is, if you're an upcoming artist, keep your head up.
Yeah,
Be respectful. If someone trying to give you advice on what you could do better, take the criticism. You know.
facts, facts. Take
But yeah, that's all I really want to say.
take the criticism into consideration. Yes, sir. And
Yeah.
here's my outro. Thank you guys for watching this episode of the SVR podcast. Um, Go ahead and follow Rigby on all social medias if you can. Instagram, TikTok, Bandlip even. But YouTube channel is where he's more active. Like, check out his recent album he dropped yesterday. Let me know what you guys think of it. Uh, Comment down below. Uh, it will mean a lot. For to embrace and support and take it, try to figure out, like, like, for your first impression. That's what matters. Um, uh, and also do follow me on, so you guys do follow me on social medias as well, for some more uploads, more exclusive content upon the channel if you can, and that also will mean a lot too. Yes, sir. Let me know, guys, who you guys want to see me interview next on the SVR podcast episodes. It's been your boy, the SVR, and I'm out. Stay safe, everyone. Have a good day, and bye bye.